Hello students, welcome back to our English 2 class. In the previous lecture, we have learned about what are pronouns. So let's have a recap before starting the kinds of pronouns. Now what is pronoun? Pronoun is a word that is used in place of noun to avoid repeating them and to make the sentence sound better. Today we are going to learn 6 types of pronouns. Number 1, personal pronoun. Number 2, demonstrative pronoun. Number 3, relative pronoun. Number 4, interrogative pronoun. Number 5, reflexive pronoun. And number 6, possessive pronoun. You all copy down this 6 name in your classwork book of English 2 along with the definition what is pronoun in your classwork book. Let's start with number 1. Today we are going to do a deep study about all the above kinds of pronoun. Before that, I request all of you to kindly be ready with your English 2 classwork book, pen, pencil, eraser and a ruler before I start my lecture, and copy the definition and the names of all the kinds of pronoun. So here number 1, personal pronoun. Personal pronoun stands for the name of a person or a thing, and therefore it is called personal pronoun. This kind of pronoun occurs very frequently. Very frequently means this type of pronoun comes very commonly or almost in each and every sentence we speak or write. Basically, they refer to someone or something that has already been mentioned to the speaker or listener. This kind of pronoun can be categorized according to the persons. First person means the person who is speaking. Second person means to whom one is speaking. Third person, about whom we are speaking. Now the first person is the speaker. Here the second person is the listener. And the third person is the subject about whom we are speaking. Let's see an example. Here you can see the first person, second person and the third person. The first person is the child speaking to his mother. Mother is second person and they both are speaking about third person, that is the teacher, and the teacher is not physically present there. Same way, here you can see two children are speaking. They are speaking about a third person, that is a boy. Yes, and the boy is not physically present over there. So the first person is a speaker. As you can see, second person is listening to the first person, and third person is the subject about whom they are speaking. Let's see the table of personal pronouns, which is bifurcated among singular, plural, then divided according to categorized according to the person. First person, second person and third person. Now let's speak about first person. Now first person, we have singular, I, me, mine, mine. Plural, we, us, our, us. You will come across such words in a sentence, then you will identify that that is a personal pronoun. Second person, you, yours. Plural, you, your, yours. Now you can see second person, the singular and the plural is same. Whether you are speaking to one boy or whether you are speaking to 4 boys or 4 girls or many people, but the singular form and the plural form of the second person we represent will be the same. Now how I am speaking to you all, the whole 6th standard is near about 200 students, but I am speaking what? I am using the word you, your, yours to represent the whole 6th standard, right? Even if I am speaking to one child of 6th standard, then also I am going to use you, your, yours, and even if I am speaking to the whole 6th standard 200 strength, then also I am going to use you, your and yours. Now third person. Third person as you can see, there are many words for third person. That is he, him, his, she, her, hers, it, its. Now in the plural form, we have they, them, their and theirs. Now children, now this he, him, his, these are words or pronouns used for masculine gender, that is boy or a man. She, her, hers, these are the words used for feminine gender, that is a girl or a woman, which you have studied in your primary classes. It and its are used for animal or thing. Let's see in a further slide in detail. I request all of you to copy down this in your classwork notebook. Personal pronoun first person. Now we are studying this in detail, studying that table in detail. Now can you see I have kept brown color for I, me and black color for my and mine. Why? Because there is a slight difference in these singular form words also. I and me we used for personal pronoun, but my and mine has another quality of ownership, and therefore these kind of ownership words divide them from personal pronoun to a possessive form, which we are going to study in our last type. Now personal pronoun first person plural form, we, us and our, ours. These words, the possessive ownership words, are also included in the personal pronoun, but it is deeply bifurcated into a possessive ownership. Same way for personal pronoun second person, as I said, that the singular form and the plural form of the second person will be same. Let's see next slide. Third person. Now third person is bifurcated into singular, plural, masculine, feminine and neuter gender. Masculine is for boy or man, feminine gender is for a girl or woman, neuter gender is for things, animals, places. Same way, as I said, he, him, his, his. Now why I have highlighted this his, hers, its here? Because it is written double time. Why? Because the use of the black color his is different and the use of blue color his will be different. Means one his which is included here in the table is of personal pronoun and another is of a possessive ownership. For example, her, then hers means hers book, that girl's book it is. It, its. Its means it creates an ownership. Therefore, these are all personal pronoun, but again divided into a possessive ownership. Then in plural form, you can see they, them, their, theirs. That means the plural form of the third person for all the gender is same. For all the gender is same. Means even if it is a masculine, feminine or neuter, you have to use these pronouns only in the place of personal pronoun third person. Now here you can see it is a deep table of personal pronoun where the bifurcation of the possessive form ownership is also given. I request you all to copy this pronoun. We must respect our elders. Now here we and are representing first person in which form? Plural form. So you can identify here that we and are personal pronoun. Look at this picture very carefully and the sentence here. It is raining heavily today. Now the word, the pronoun it here is a third person. Yes, because we are speaking about rain. Who is speaking about rain? I am. I am speaking about rain to you. So I am the first person here. You are listening to me. You are the second person here, and we both are speaking about rain. That means rain is considered as third person here. Therefore, and it is a thing, not a girl, not a boy, not a man, not a woman. It is a thing, or it is another subject apart from a girl or a boy. So, apart from masculine or feminine gender, it is a neuter gender. So, we are using the word it. Here you can see next sentence, I like to play in the garden. Now, the word I is the first person here, and when the word I comes as a first person, it is a singular form. So, first person and second person is not bifurcated on the basis of gender. Only third person is bifurcated on the basis of gender. Number 2, demonstrative pronoun. Now, demonstrative pronoun, these pronouns are that point out definite person, places or things. Definite means sure or certain. There will be no vagueness or anything in general here. It will be fixed and definite. The demonstrative pronouns are further divided into singular and plural. Let's see. Demonstrative pronouns are used to show or identify one or more number of nouns that may be far or near in distance or time. They are only 4 in number: this, that, these and those. Now this and that are singular demonstrative pronoun, and these and those are plural demonstrative pronouns. For example, you can see here, that is a beautiful house. Now in this sentence we have used that, means the house is far and we are speaking only about one house. Therefore, let's see the further bifurcation here. Demonstrative pronouns can be divided or can be categorized on the basis of singular and plural, as same as all the pronoun we are categorizing on singular and plural, but here we are categorizing it on the basis of the distance. For example, near and far. Now, personal pronoun we categorized on the basis of person, first person, third person, second person, right? Here we are categorizing on the basis of place, near and far. Now, if your leaf is near and in singular form, then I will use the word this. If anything is far and singular, then I will use the word that. Let's proceed to plural form. In plural form, if many things are kept and they are kept near to me, I will say these. And if many things are kept far, I will say those. For example, demonstrative pronouns are only 4: this, that, these, those. Now this is book, means that book is only one and kept near me. These are books, means these books are near to me, okay, and there are many books. So I will say these books. That is book, means that book is far away from me and only one book is there. So that book. Now many books are kept far, I will say those books. I request all of you to copy down these rules of this near singular, these near plural, that far singular, those far plural, and keep it in mind. Now, in your textbook, there is another bifurcation for every pronoun. For demonstrative pronoun, they have also asked you to identify demonstrative adjective. Now, don't get confused. There are 6 types of pronouns. In that 6 type, there is further bifurcation in each type. For example, in personal pronoun, there is a further bifurcation of possessive ownership. Now, in demonstrative pronoun, there is another bifurcation or categorization of demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun. Now, what is the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun? Let's see. Now, how you will identify that it is a demonstrative adjective? Demonstrative adjective describes a noun. For example, this chair is broken. That car is expensive. Means an adjective comes in that sentence. These clothes are wet. Those birds are flying south. Now, how you will bifurcate here, or how you will identify here that if there is a demonstrative pronoun, then that demonstrative pronoun will be followed by a noun and it will describe that noun. Now, how you will identify simple demonstrative pronoun? It identifies someone or something. Means this is my chair, that is Peter's house. It gives information. There are these are her clothes. Those are migrating birds. Means they give or identify someone or something, or they give some information. Just copy down this for the bifurcation of demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun after copying down the definition of the demonstrative pronoun. I request all of you to write all the definition of all the kinds of pronoun in your notebook. Now, they are always used before a noun. Demonstrative adjectives are always used before a noun. Demonstrative pronouns, the noun is understood. Number third is relative pronoun. A relative pronoun performs two functions simultaneously, means it builds up a relation or shows a relationship between parts of a sentence. First of all, what are parts of sentence? Don't get confused with parts of speech or parts of sentence. Parts of sentence is different and parts of speech is different. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, these are parts of speech. And what are parts of sentences? They are subject and predicate. So they joined and build a connection between the subject and the predicate. Let's see. Relative pronoun takes the place of nouns or pronouns. They are called relative pronoun because they always relate back to something or someone else. They are also used to join two sentences about the same person or thing. They are used to join two sentences about the same person. This is the most important point in this type of pronoun. Let's see. It substitute for noun that precedes it. Substitute means what? It is used in the place of that noun that precedes it. Means if a pronoun is used, a relative pronoun is used, it is not followed by any noun or something. It is used in that place of noun, replaced on that place of nouns and comes before it. Let's see. Now, relative pronouns are who, whose, whom, which, that. Now, replace the subject pronoun. Now, what is this subject pronoun and this object pronoun? Subject is the doer, object is the receiver. Just copy it down. Subject is the doer of the action and object is the receiver of that action. Now, who? This is the man who broke the window. Now, this is the man who broke the window. Are we asking any question here? Basically, words like who, whose, whom, which we used to ask question, but we are not asking here question. We are joining the two ideas of one sentence. Whose? She knew the family whose house we bought. Whom? They found the lady whom they want to interview. Now, here you can see how it is replaced. Replace the object pronouns me, her, him, us and them. Now, these pronouns are replaced on the places of these words. Let's see more example. Give me the book which is open. Can you see on the table there is a book open? Now, what is the sentence telling us? Give me the book which is open. They are not asking us that which book is open. They are telling us that give me the book which is open. means a noun precedes or come before and the relative pronoun by connecting parts of sentence, means the relative pronoun is always precedes by a noun, means a noun will be before a relative pronoun and it will be connecting the parts of sentences. Next sentence, this is the man whom we met last week. Again you can see the word whom is preceded by a noun, means whom is a relative noun. It is not asking question, a noun is coming before, so it is a relative pronoun. It is an incident that I will never forget. Now here the word that shows a connection between parts of the sentence and therefore it joins the subject, that is the incident here in the sentence, and I will never forget in the predicate. Let's proceed. Number 4. Number 4, interrogative pronoun. The pronouns which are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronoun. Just now we have learned about relative pronoun. That is having the same words. They are also having the same words who, whose, which, whom, what, but the quality and the rule to identify relative pronoun is totally different and the rule to identify interrogative pronoun is totally different. As you can understand by the word interrogative itself, it depicts that its quality is to ask question. That is, the word interrogative word itself means having the force of a question. So the pronoun which are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronoun. Example, interrogative pronouns are who, whose, which, whom, what. Now, looking the above words, you will be a bit confused that how to recognize or identify the same words, whether relative pronoun or interrogative pronoun. So, to avoid your confusion, kindly write down the rules to identify relative pronoun and the rules to identify the interrogative pronoun. As I said, relative pronoun has any of the two possibilities, that is nouns before the pronoun, connection or relation between the parts of the sentence. But interrogative pronoun is used to ask questions. How? Let's see. Now the word who will ask the question about people. Subject pronoun means the doer of the action. Now the question whom will ask the question to the people. Object means the receiver of that action. Which is used to ask question about animal and objects. Whose is used to ask questions about possession, means ownership. Where is used to ask questions about places. When is used to ask question about time. Why is used to ask question about reason, and what is used to ask question about things. So don't get confused in relative pronoun and interrogative. These are two different qualities of same words. Let's proceed. Just copy down this definition of interrogative pronoun in your notebook. Now, as the same way in interrogative pronoun also we have a further bifurcation of interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun. Now, how we will find out whether it is interrogative adjective or interrogative pronoun? We will see whether they are always used before a noun. If a pronoun is used before a noun, then it is interrogative adjective. And if they are followed by a verb, that is action word, then it is an interrogative pronoun. Because in interrogative pronoun, we are going to ask questions, and how we will ask questions without any action or subject or object. Same way, copy down this bifurcation. Now let's have an activity. I request all of you to Look into a mirror for at least 10 seconds and observe yourself. Can you see a reflection of yourself in the mirror? Yes. Same way, the next type, reflexive pronouns, work. Same way how the mirror works. It gives us the reflection of the action in the sentence. Number 5, reflexive pronoun. A reflexive pronoun is when the action done by a person reflect or affects that same person. It is also called self pronoun. It works as same how the mirror, means the action done by us is reverted on us itself. Now, what can you see in the mirror when you did that activity? Of course, we have seen our own reflection in the mirror. Now, the action done by the subject or the person affect or reflects upon the same subject or person. Now, the action done by you was you saw in the mirror, and what is the reflection? What you can see your own reflection in the mirror. Now, rule of this kind is he or she is the object. They are formed by adding self to singular and selves to plural form. Let's see. Reflexive pronoun are used to turn the action done by the subject of a sentence back to the subject. For example, I was singing to myself. Now here is a list of reflexive pronoun. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself is of singular. Ourself, yourselves and themselves are plural. Now what is the difference here? If the word is singular, then we add the word self in that. If the word is plural, then we add the word selves in that. Same way, reflexive pronouns is also divided into singular form and plural form. Copy down this table in your class workbook. Now, first person, second person. As you know, there is no gender bifurcation in first person or second person, but in third person there is a gender bifurcation only in singular form, and the plural form is common for all the genders. For example, he, third person masculine, he is himself, means he has done any action. If a boy or a masculine gender has done any action, then how it will revert on him? By the word himself. Let's see. The dog can clean itself. Now, itself is the reflexive pronoun here. But why it, not him or her? Because dog is an animal, a neuter gender. They are going to school themselves. Themselves is a reflexive pronoun. It is in plural form. Therefore, there is no gender bifurcation. Let's see the last type, possessive pronoun. This is actually a part of personal pronoun. Possessive pronouns demonstrate ownership in a sentence. It is used instead of noun and they are not followed by any noun, means they are independent pronoun. Now, possessive pronouns demonstrate ownership in a sentence. It is used instead of noun and they are not followed by any noun. These pronouns are a part of personal pronouns. Let's see how. This pen is mine. This is my pen. Now, by reading this sentence, these kind of words are giving the information about whose pen it is. Whose pen it is. Whose, whom, these kinds of questions are answered in possessive pronoun sentences. Now, you copy this table in your classwork book. This part of possessive pronoun is very important. As you can see, I said personal pronoun, examples and possessive form ownership, means the possessive pronouns are a part of personal pronouns. My, mine, our, ours, your, yours, okay, his, her, hers, its, my, mine, our, ours. They are showing a possessive form of ownership, and they are part of which pronoun? Personal pronoun. Let's see here subject, object, possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. Here also there is a further bifurcation of adjective and pronoun. Let's see what it is. The subject is the doer and object is the receiver of the action. Now possessive adjectives describe a noun and it is used before a noun. The quality of possessive adjective is what? A noun is before and possessive adjective, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective. A noun is always before that word. Possessive pronouns demonstrate the ownership. The words like my, mine, etc. Thank you students for lending your ears to me, and we will solve all the exercises of this lesson in the classwork book.